The standing committee members of the ruling Nepal Communist Party have built up pressure on Prime Minister and party chair KP Sharma Oli to mend his unilateral ways. However, the premier seems to be in no mood to relent to the pressure from the opposition camp. The scenario means that the meeting has failed to enter into some of the crucial agendas. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The standing committee meeting of the ruling Nepal Communist Party emphasizes on efforts to evacuate Indian army stationed at the Nepalese land to honor national sovereignty. Another 500 plus COVID-19 positive cases detected yesterday to take the national infection tally past the 12,000 mark. Coronavirus spreads to all 77 districts. Government undecided to deal with the desert locust, infamous for their crop-destroying abilities that entered some of the Tarai districts of Nepal, including Bara, Parsa, Sarlai and Rupandehi. And Barcelona held to a 2-2 draw at Celta Vigo. Barca lose crucial points to hand over momentum to Real Madrid. The number of COVID-19 cases in the country has crossed the 12,000 mark as 555 individuals tested positive for coronavirus in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, one more individual succumbed to the virus yesterday morning in Chitwan, taking the total number of deaths in the country due to coronavirus to 28. The deceased has been identified as a 50-year-old man from Kailali who breathed his last yesterday morning in Chitwan. Likewise, a 4-year-old girl from Madhyapur Timi's Bode Nilbarahi area has been confirmed of testing positive for COVID-19. Meanwhile, speaking at the daily press briefing yesterday afternoon, spokesperson for the Health Ministry, Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, informed that 4,606 samples were tested through the PCR method in the past 24 hours, among which 554 samples tested positive, taking the total tally to 12,309 in the country so far. Likewise, 3,685 samples were tested through the RDT in the past 24 hours. Rasua recorded 9 new cases for the first time, as Rasua happened to be the only district that had been spared by COVID-19. With this, the virus has spread to all the 77 districts. Meanwhile, 65,712 individuals are in various quarantine centers and 9,447 infected individuals are currently kept in isolation across the country. A total of 136 individuals were discharged from various isolation centers in the past 24 hours. This takes the number of recoveries in the country to 2,834. Bajura recorded the highest number of infections yesterday with 86 new cases. Likewise, Doti recorded 73, Putan 49, Dang 31, Siangja 26, Rautahat 43 and Mohottari 30 new cases in the past 24 hours. The standing committee meeting of the ruling Nepal Communist Party has emphasized on government's efforts to evacuate Indian army stationed at the Nepalese land. The 21 standing committee members who spoke in yesterday's meeting viewed that the Indian army battalions stationed at the encroached Nepalese land should evacuate at the earliest to honor Nepal's sovereignty. Party Vice Chairman Bamdev Gautam recalled that he had raised the issue of evacuating the Indian army from Kalapani when the then CPN-UML had endorsed the Mahakali Treaty. Another member, Ishwar Pokhrel, said that the government should study other border areas where the Nepalese territory has been encroached by India. Majority of the speakers yesterday blamed India of flaring the Nepal-India relations by releasing a political map, including Nepalese land. The ongoing standing committee meeting of Nepal Communist Party is yet to enter into the disputed agendas. There were earlier demands to discuss on one man, one post, the government's performance, MCC endorsement, among other issues, but the meeting has continued to divert issues. At the same time, Prime Minister and the party chair, KP Sharma Oli, has also undermined the ongoing meetings. We have more in this report.
Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli earlier on 28th of April this year had invited controversy following his ordinances on Constitutional Council and party split. Following widespread criticism, the twin ordinances were withdrawn within a week, but the controversy remained as 20 members of the Standing Committee questioned the Prime Minister's unilateral ways. This followed the demand for Standing Committee meeting and issues such as one man, one post in the party. In the ensuing political development, the Standing Committee meeting was twice called but rejected in the 11th hour. The meeting has finally materialized and has continued from the 24th of June this month. Some 5 agendas have been declared for the Standing Committee meeting. The inaugural meeting was addressed by the chairman duo Oli and Dahal. Following a day's break on Thursday, the leaders spoke on the issue of the revised political map of Nepal on Friday and Saturday. The meeting has been adjourned for 2 days and will resume from Tuesday. The leaders are yet to discuss the crucial issues of one man, one post MCC endorsement until the 3rd day of the extended meeting. In the meantime, Chairman Oli abstained the Friday meeting while he didn't make himself available for long on Saturday, giving way to fears that the meeting will hardly discuss the agendas floated by the disgruntled faction in the party. The prevailing scenario is likely to deepen the political dispute in the ruling Nepal Communist Party.
Famous for their crop-destroying abilities, have entered some of the Tarai districts of Nepal. The migratory species of short-horned grasshoppers were seen in some Indo-Nepal border districts of Bara, Parsa, Sarlai and Rupandehi yesterday. Agriculture technicians have been consigned to the affected areas after being informed about locust by the farmers. According to Chief of Agriculture Center Bara, Jitendra Yadav, the swarm of insects were found in Jitpur, Simara, Nijgarh, among other places. The Ministry of Agriculture has consulted with pest specialist teams regarding the locust that migrated from Africa to the Middle East, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and then to India. The effect on agriculture due to this species of locust that can travel a distance of more than 170 kilometers in a day is greater than that of U.S. military insects. Meanwhile, the government seems to be confused about the measures that need to be taken for the control of desert locust that entered the Tarai districts of Nepal yesterday. According to an officer at the Ministry of Agriculture, a decision on whether to destroy or banish the locusts has not been reached yet. The ministry has advised the provincial government and the local levels to take precaution regarding the pest. The meeting could not reach a conclusion even as it was attended by high-level officers. The ministry will be discussing on the matter with insect disease specialists today as well. Welcome back. The stalled chariot festival of Red Machindranath, considered as the deity of rain and well-being, has been rescheduled. Earlier, the process to celebrate the festival of the Red Deity was stalled amid the COVID-19 pandemic. We have more in this report.
The chariot festival of Machindranath was earlier timed in the first week of May. However, the celebration was not possible in the face of the pandemic and the extended lockdown. This led to the cancellation of the chariot festival for the first time in the country's history. Meanwhile, the festival has been rescheduled as preparations are underway to construct the approximately 60-feet chariot at the capital's Pulchok in Lalitpur. Some 35 local men have been mobilized in the construction of the chariot to be completed within 15 days. Construction of the adjacent chariot of Minnath is also underway. The decision to celebrate the festival of the Red Deity was taken following a meeting between Guthi Corporation, Lalitpur Metropolis, local Guthi committees and priests, among others. Meanwhile, the government is yet to lift the restrictions imposed on celebrations of festivals. With the threat of community spread of COVID-19 intact, the local residents have said that social distancing and other safety measures will be in place during the celebrations. Regarded as one of the longest festivals of the country, the Red Deity Festival culminates with the head of the state being shown the drills embroidered photo in the capital's Jaulakil in Lalitpur.
Welcome back. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the locals of Bara district what kind of plans and programs should the local government specially implement. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
आफ्नो पालिकाको शिक्षाको अवस्था सुधार गर्नको लागि सामुदायिक विद्यालयहरूलाई कसरी गुणस्तर शिक्षा दिन सक्छन् भन्ने त्यस्तो योजना चाहिँ एउटा छनौट गर्नुपर्छ।
2 नम्बर प्रदेश त कृषि नै प्रमुख हो, त्यसैले हाम्रो गाउँपालिका नगरपालिका अनि प्रदेश सरकार र केन्द्र सरकारले यो कृषिमा बढी जोड दिनुपर्छ।
प्रदेश केन्द्र संघ र यो स्थानीय मिलेर सिँचाइको व्यवस्था गरिदिएको भए राम्रो हुन्थ्यो।
कोभिड-19 लाई फोकस गर्नु सँगसँगै स्वास्थ्य र शिक्षाको जोड कसरी दिन सकिन्छ त्यसमा जोड हुनुपर्छ।
महामारीको समयमा स्वास्थ्यको बेलामा जान जोगाउन पनि गाह्रो परिरहेछ। यस्तो बेलामा हामीले पहिले स्वास्थ्यमा पहिला सबभन्दा बढी ध्यान दिनुपर्ने।
गाउँपालिकाहरूले कम्तीमा यो सालको बजेटले क्वारेन्टाइन स्थल छुट्टै निर्माण र कम्तीमा 20-25 शय्याको आइसोलेसन वार्ड निर्माण गरे अझ राम्रो हुने थियो।
जुन हाम्रो खेतमा तरकारी हुन्छ, फलफुल हुन्छ, दुनिया हुन्छ, त्यो चाहिँ बजारको व्यवस्था भइदिएको भए राम्रो हुन्छ।
शिक्षामा, स्वास्थ्यमा, कृषिमा, पर्यटनमा यो सबमा चाहिँ आउने चाहिँ यो के अरे यो नीति कार्यक्रममा उहाँहरूले समेट्दा राम्रो हुन्छ।
युवाहरू विदेशबाट आइसकेछ, त्यसको लागि हाम्रो नगरपालिकाबाट हाम्रो सरकारबाट पशुपालनको व्यवस्था गर्नुपर्छ।
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. Why has the management of potholes and sewage been constantly ignored despite increasing accidents? Your options are A, lack of coordination, B, shrugging off responsibility, and C, different priority. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.